Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here with Retro Crypto. Got another exciting video for you today. But before we get started, remember this. I'm just an ordinary guy out there on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. It's essential that you do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. All right, guys. And with that said, today I got some geopolitical news I want to talk about. Some things going on with Richard Hart and PulseChain, PulseX. Of course, I'm going to be doing some technical analysis. Then we're going to do a deep dive into some Cardano projects, MinSwap Farming. Got a lot to talk about today, guys. And on top of that, I want to do a live stream later for fun. I did a poll on my YouTube channel, Retro Crypto, of course, and the basic of the poll said 50% prefer pre-recorded, cool. 25% prefer live streams, and then it was like 15, 70% that were like random. I'm all good with that. So I'm going to try to give the people what they want, which is difficult because I know what I want to give. All right, guys. So with all that said, let's get this going here. First things first, let's look at this here today. Market's looking pretty good. Phantom, thank God I'm losing my butt on Phantom. I'm so glad they're coming back. Man, sick of look at them. They went down so low. But if you haven't brought, well, today's not a good day to buy them, but keep an eye on Phantom. ANKR Protocol, definitely gonna be talking about ANKR Protocol also today, guys. I really like this project. I might actually start tracking it with when we do the technical analysis. HEX is doing all right. You got some AADA finally moving in the right direction. Luna and ANKR are actually connected. And I'll explain why. And then we got some Mana, Decentraland. If you've seen Ready Player One, you should be so excited about what is in store for the metaverse, guys, because there's no better description for it than that movie. So yeah, really. All right. So let's go ahead and get this rolling here. First things first, Telegram. I only had 2 subscribers join my Telegram account. What? 2. After all that begging, only 2 of you guys joined the Telegram. I'm trying to get, some conversation flowing between us all, guys. Just take a minute. Go ahead and subscribe to that Retro Crypto Telegram account. Be greatly appreciated. Like I said, only 2 of you subscribed. I should have wrote down your name so I could personally say thank you. All right. We're up to 1,029 subscribers, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you that took the time to subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Just takes a minute to hit that button. And also, while you're at it, always, I repeat, always, please hit that like button and leave a comment. All right, and let's keep it rolling here. Got a lot to talk about, so I'm flying through all this. All right, next, this is the first important thing I would say. Richard Hart's YouTube channel is back up and running, which is kind of essential so that he can communicate with us when it comes to HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX. All right, so that was a really important event. Now, a secondary important event was that Richard Hart sent out a text yesterday, and his text basically said that he is creating a YouTube Odessi channel for HEX. So it's kind of important that you go ahead and follow him over there. Right now he has, all right, it's moving up. Yesterday was 400 followers. Right now he has 1,359 followers. So it's kind of important that you guys go ahead and do that as a backup, because YouTube, they have a habit of taking people down. I don't know why. I know they took down Trayvon James a little bit, it was over a year ago. And it was like the worst time possible for him. And it was out of the blue. There's like no logic to it. So definitely you want to follow him over there on Odessi. And with that said, I'm following his lead. And I've created a Retro Crypto account for me on Odessi. And I'm starting to like how Odessi flows. It might flow better than YouTube, which is not a shocker, honestly, because all the advertisement and stuff for YouTube's a pain in the butt. Now, granted, I paid for that little membership, the advanced membership for it. But it's still, I think Odessi looks nicer. But anyway, check it out, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment on that and follow me there. All right. Next thing up here. Now we're going to talk about some geopolitical news. All right. All right. Now, what is forming? Why is Bitcoin doing what it's doing? Why is the crypto market so volatile? What in the world is going on? So, first things first. Ukraine war upended China's plan to invade Taiwan. Alleged FSB whistleblower says Xi Jinping had planned to invade Taiwan in the fall ahead of the Communist Party Congress document claims. Russia's invasion of Ukraine upended Chinese President Xi Jinping's timetable to invade Taiwan, according to documents purportedly written by a Russian intelligence analyst and one of Moscow's security agency. Xi Jinping was at least considering taking over Taiwan in the fall. He needs his own little victory to get reelected for the third term. There, the struggle within the elite is colossal. An agent in Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB, the successor agency to the KGB, allegedly wrote on March 9th, China will hold its 20th Communist Party Congress this fall, and Xi has said it will be a major event. Analysts have predicted that Xi will either be reelected as the General Secretary of the Communist Party or be elected to the chairmanship of the party, a position that has not existed since 1982. Now, after the Ukrainian events, this window of opportunity has been closed to him, which gives the United States the opportunity to both blackmail Xi and negotiate with his competitors on favorable terms, the FSB agent added. So, long story short, guys, it's sad to say, but I heard this prior, like about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, but this may have, about 3 weeks, may have avoided World War III because the Ukraine caught everybody off guard. Now, the line was drawn in the sand as far as Taiwan went, between the United Kingdom and the United States.
Here now, make a break.
So this caused them to rethink invading Taiwan, at least for now, because the United States would take the whole world would have took a strong line of defense with China, and China is very strong and powerful now, but it's not as strong and as powerful as you may think. Just like Russia, they're still a growing country. Like one part would be super modern, the other part's third world. So they are dependent upon Western companies. Companies and businesses and people like us to buy and utilize their to build their economy, honestly. And the worst thing they could do is have themselves cut off, because they're cut off. I'm pretty sure that they'll implode the same way Russia did. With that said, maybe we should stop thinking about buying everything Chinese. But I'm just putting it out there. Just saying, made in America. You know what I'm saying? Well, made in Australia. Well, of course, I heard Australians making jokes about that, so I don't know about what that's all about. But you guys get the drift. Something there to think about. All right, next topic here. What did I do, guys? I always did. Okay, here we go. All right, next thing. What does a Federal Reserve interest rate hike mean for Main Street? The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates this week for the first time since late 2018, and economists anticipate further hikes throughout the year as policymakers seek to combat soaring inflation. While the central bank's actions are closely monitored by the Wall Street, folks on Main Street will be impacted too. An increase in interest rates means higher borrowing costs, so consumers and businesses can expect to pay more for car loans, mortgages, and credit card balances. Those additional costs cause shifts to the consumer behavior. John Lunsky, president of the Through the Cycle and former chief capital markets economist at Moody's Analytics, says consumers might not feel the pain of an initial rate increase by the Fed, but they will certainly notice the hikes if they continue through 2022. Although the series of rate increases are expected, forecasting the Fed's behavior for the rest of the year is a fool's errand, given the uncertainty with Russia's war on the Ukraine, Lunsky told Fox Business. In the meantime, he said, there's anyone carrying credit card debt should work to pay down balances, and the folks considering to purchase a house should not put it off, although sky-high home prices have already made ownership unaffordable for many would-be buyers. But rising interest rates could have a similar lining for Americans overall in the way of bringing inflation under control, which has direct impact on your wallet. Inflation eats away at consumers' ability to pay their debts. It eats away at their ability to service their normal household needs. My wife, Structured Finance Association CEO Michael Bright told Fox Business. It gets you either way, Bright said. You can raise rates to squash inflation, but then borrowing costs go high. Or you can let inflation run a little bit higher than it should, and that eats away the ability to purchase. Long story short, guys, my prediction, I see a recession coming. And I think it's going to be a hell of a bite. I think that the housing bubble is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what part of the country you live in, but it was absolutely horrible here on the East Coast of the United States. And yeah, I see a recession coming, guys, unless because there was just too much free money floating around. It's kind of now. Why do I think there's an recession coming? I don't really hear people begging for workforce lately. Like companies literally not be able to produce anything because they didn't have enough employees week to week. Hmm. Little stuff like that you got to pay attention to, guys. The news only like they like to spoon feed you, so you keep coming back for more. Of course, just little. You got to notice the little things. All right. Let's keep it flowing here. Blockfi. Blockfi. This is not a commercial for Blockfi. It's real. Actually, it's the exact opposite. I'm moving away from Blockfi. So, long story short, Blockfi used to offer decent interest rates. Well, they made an agreement with the SEC, U.S. government. So, it's not advantageous for me to leave my earnings from their Blockfi Visa card, which is awesome. I'm doing quite well with that. Very, very happy with that. So what I'm doing is, as I make my earnings with that credit card, I am now transferring it out of Blockfi, which was only offering a minimal interest rate, like 4.5 or something like that. I'm transferring that out to my Coinbase Pro account, just so you understand what I'm doing. I'm converting it to UST, and then I'm sending it over to Terra Luna, my Terra Luna wallet, and then I'm going to stake it on ANKR Protocol. ANKR Protocol offers awesome rates, guys. Let's see right here, Aaron, right there, 19.43% interest rate. Why would I want to leave it on Blockfi anyway? And it's on my wallet. It's not like they have a. I'm pretty sure ANKR Protocol does not have a master key. I need to investigate that before I say that. Blockfi, they definitely owned my crypto keys. You get my drift? But now think about it, I might be giving up the keys when I stake it on ANKR Protocol, but I'll risk it for 19.43 interest. All right. And that's just like my little. I got to really work on having cash on hand when the market has a major dip. That is one of my biggest failings as a investor. You got to take profits so you have cash on hand when the market makes a major dip. All right. All right. Let's get to the technical analysis. I know that's why most of you are here. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. Today is March 16th. It's 8:42 a.m. on the East Coast of the U.S. of A. As you can see right now, Bitcoin is actually looking pretty damn good in my opinion, and it has continued to just bounce around in this little wedge here that I mentioned last time, and it just kind of keeps stable. So I feel if you were to take an average of it, it's been between 41,000 and 37,000 since January 20th, which is pretty impressive. And if you stretch out a little bit more, it's since January 6th, it's been between 45 and 37. Now, yeah, that's a big jump in value, but for a bear market, I'll take it, guys. And if you want to compare it to the previous bear market, it did not look like this. So don't fall for the hype, guys. We're in a stop. You got to stop listening to guys trying to compare what it did last time. Last time, nothing did nothing. If you get what I'm saying, the only thing it was used for was store wealth. Whereas now, cryptocurrency is being used for so much, it's freaking mind-boggling. I mean, and you see it in your face in the movies, the businesses. It's all over the place. I mean, I just saw an article. I didn't read about it, but HSBC Bank wants to invest into. It actually wants to be part of the Decentraland metaverse. I mean, I'm sorry, Sandbox metaverse. Ready Player One. That movie showed what the metaverse is going to be. But anyway, I'm off topic. So, all right. So the Bitcoin's looking good with technical analysis. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's get back on track. Today, right now, at this very moment, Bitcoin's going for $40,429. It is hitting resistance at $41,200. That is fine. It's definitely hitting resistance there. It has a very good support line down here at 37,222. Then it has another secondary support under it at 34,814. Now, there's another one around 30,000, and then the next big drop is down to 26,000. And I wrote hodl the line there the other day. So let's make sure we hodl it. Now, the RSI is showing Bitcoin on the overbought side of things. So as usual, people are FOMOing in after the fact. They're probably asking their coworkers, hey, should I buy? Today is not the day to buy. It's really not. So keep that in mind if you're making any purchases of Bitcoin. But I dollar cost average every day with Cardano. I stopped dollar cost averaging with Decentraland and Sandbox because my actual liquid cash it was taking a serious chunk out of it. So I had to slow down a little bit. My wife was happy to hear that. So now I'm only doing like $15, $20 a day to Cardano. But when you times that by 30 days, it adds up very quickly. And if you look at my old videos, you'll see how much I was pulling a decent chunk. All right, Bitcoin here with the moving average. This is the 4 moving average. And we have 20-day, which is purple, 50-day, which is green, 100-day, which is orange, and the 200-day, which is red. Over here, we had that horrible death cross between, that was around March 3rd. Well, there's been several death cross, but this was the last vicious one around March 5th. And the 200-day moving average has been on top ever since. But it looks like the 100-day average is about to cross over top of the 200-day, which is a good sign. And we have the 50 and the 20-day both curving upward. That is a very, very good signal there. Now, if we look at the 2-hour moving average chart here, you'll see the 2-hour chart clearly demonstrates that the 20-day moving average has crossed over to 50 and is about to cross over to 100 days. So let's keep our fingers crossed because we are moving in a good direction. And that is saying that I'm hearing the word bullish in my ears for Bitcoin right now. If we look out here at the 1-day chart, we'll stretch this out. Now this does daily. It looks like the 20-day and the 50-day are kind of intertwined in a little tug of war, and the 200-day has still got a good stretch out there. So only time will tell there. All right, let's jump to the MACD definitely has Bitcoin showing. It was bearish sentiment, but it just went to green for bullish. So we have to see what happens there. All right, let's jump to the next technical analysis here. All right, Bitcoin. Now this is from a recent high of 68,000, all-time high actually, 68,462. And I did the Fibonacci retracement going backwards, going on a downward slope, of course. And until it passes that $51,089 mark, which is the 50% mark, I consider Bitcoin to still be in a bearish territory. Keep that in mind. I mean, we can get excited about it, but until it passes that $51,000 mark, it could turn right back around on us. We need to go past this mark and then bounce off that support, that support line right there. And then we'll know we're good, and it'll keep going up. Like I said, MACD's looking good. Let's keep it rolling. And next thing. All right, the market cipher chart here. Market cipher with the 1-day chart has it very bullish territory. There was I consider this a bullish looking one because there was a reversal of previous trend here. Then it was a long signal. Then it was a bearish continuation. Then it was a short. This is a short signal. This is a bearish signal. So bearish continuation. But for what I'm seeing here, it's looking like it's about to go bullish. With the fear and greed indicator, definitely have us on the greedy side of things. Now, that's on a day chart. Let's jump down to the 4-hour chart. This market cipher give me a better feeling. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. We're definitely changing to a bullish sentiment with the 4-hour chart. Here's a change right here from the previous trend. We got a bearish continuation, a long signal. Yes, Bitcoin is definitely bullish right now. Down here, you see the fear and greed is greedy as heck. But you got to be careful with that, guys. Be fearful, as Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. All right. And the 2-hour chart looks even better. So, yes, I say Bitcoin is full-blown bearish bullish mode right now. But, again, they aren't truly bullish territory until they pass that 51% marker, okay? No high fives until then, guys. All right. Now, we're going to look at Bitcoin with the, with the exponential moving average here. And let's see what's going on, guys. Right now, we're going to start with the 4-hour day. and exponential and moving average is looking really good under the 4 hours. You see Bitcoin's way over here. It's really easy to read when it really comes down to it. So you'll see down here where the exponential moving average and it kept hitting the bottom of it. Well, that clearly demonstrates that Bitcoin is every time it bounces off and goes back out, it's definitely in the bearish territory. You want to have like 3 to 4 points, in my opinion. Whereas right now, you see you got a few solid points up here, and Bitcoin's up here above the moving average, which is telling me that it is now in bullish territory as far as the exponential moving average is concerned. Now we look at the 1-day chart for it, which is a little bit more gives a little bit more security as in long term wise. Let's say right here we have it. We went bearish, very strong bearish. Let's take it back a little bit. So we were bearish from December 28th to October 4th. Then we went over, and I will rank this in the bullish territory. There's some really good supports. Until February 17th, we dropped back down. And then February 28th, yeah, I'll consider that bullish. And then we're bearish again. We're still bearish. We need to see more support above these lines before. And base is really simple to read, guys. Under it means sell, over it means buy, or you get my drift. Sell, buy, bullish, you know what I mean? So, or you can look at it reverse, honestly, when it's going up, time to, you know what I mean? You got to take profits. But yeah, anytime's under it, you may want to consider selling and taking your profits. But right now, with the 1-day chart, I kind of like it better. Look at the 1-day chart because it shows how strong it is right now, and it's just starting to peak over it, so it's giving me some hope, but I wouldn't do anything drastic just yet. Now, if we drop it down to the 2-hour chart with the moving average, 2-hour chart is it bullish? You know what I mean? It's extremely bullish. But 2-hour chart, short term, it's not long term. But if you're a trader, which I am not, definitely bullish. All right. I'd rather stretch it out and be safer. Okay, let's talk about HEX, baby. Let's talk about you and me and everything. For you old heads out there, that's salt and pepper rap back in the day. I was in middle school in the U.S., like 6th grade. I was a kid, 12 years old. Anyway, let's see here. Richard Hart. Richard Hart did a tweet. I'm going to put this in my thing. I do not have a crystal ball. I repeat, I do not have a crystal ball. I do not consider this as this is my mic here. I do not consider what my image for the video will be. It's not meant to be clickbait. I am predicting that PulseChain is going to be coming out in the near future, within a month. That's what I'm predicting personally. Maybe a little bit over a month, but I think it's truly here. And this is why. When Richard Hart made this tweet, PulseChain.com testnet V2B in a couple days with PulseX working ANM bot run on Uni V2 and Sushi SAC balance. It's here, guys. It's so close now. And then he puts this out underneath of it as the secondary tweet underneath of it. And it has no more tears, Johnson baby shampoo. Poor relief, reading poor relief, no more tears. That let me like it and tweet that. That is funny to me, guys. He's an asshole sometimes, but it is what it is. Honestly, I think Hex would be even huger if he wasn't so honest. That's so many words, but I mean, you can be that dude when you're that rich, in my opinion. I truly think it's coming out in the very near future. This is my signal from him. I'm going to ask my wife her opinion right now. Okay, guys, I paused and turned around and asked my wife, and to my chagrin, she says, "Huh? I don't pay attention to you in crypto."
That's not what I said.
Oh, she talked. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
She said hi. Anyway, she says, all I do is sit in front of the computer and look at this crap, which is true. Today's my day off. It's beautiful here on the East Coast. It's going to be, like 70 degrees where I'm at. We're going to go out for a nice walk and enjoy the spring weather. Yep, and talk crypto in dreams. All right, anyway, so yeah, I'm predicting that PulseChain is going to be coming out in the near future, guys. I really am. And yeah, plain and simple, I truly am. Hex. Let's look at Hex, guys. Let's chart some Hex. Hex is up to 11 cents. Well, 0.1129 cents. Can't wait till it gets to $1. It'd be so much easier to say. It's looking good. It's moving in the right direction. This support line held. This 10-cent support line held yet again. This support line here is rock solid. I do not, at this point, I really don't think that HEX is going to drop beneath that support line. I really don't, guys. If you want to buy it, you better buy it now. I don't usually talk that way, but I can't believe it held again. And it's held this support line for a very, very long time. This support line actually started roughly, because the screen way it looks, January 16th of 2021. It's a heck of a support line, guys. All right, so that's something worthy of being excited about because it tells you where you stand. All right, now we look at the moving averages. Moving averages still look like caca, poop, crap. Here's the 20-day moving average, purple. It's all the way down here. It's not even worth talking about. Does not look good on the 4-hour chart. The 2-hour chart looks a little bit better, but like I said, 2-hour charts change so quickly, but it is starting to swing upward. We'll see what happens. 2-hour chart definitely has HEX in the bullish territory according to the MACD. You see this green curving upward here. Very bullish territory. I'm not even going to bother looking at HEX with the moving average chart in that fashion because, it's just disappointing. All right. So we had this wedge here I drew right here where it's been bouncing around. And here's the awesome point. It held here. And on top of that, it held. It looks like it's starting to curve up. And it might break through the top. Let's hope that it breaks through the top and start heading up to that like 23, 25 cent point. RSI for HEX, definitely it has it in the middle range. So today, as far as that's concerned, is a good day to buy. But with HEX being up 6.9%, you might want to hold out a little bit longer. Might get a deal. Now, I do have this moving average here flowing around here. This is a 200-day moving average, the blue line. And we are underneath of the overall moving average. So that's something to also keep in mind. So it's still at a good buy point, just thinking of that alone. All right. Next thing here, HEX. The support line for HEX, just talked about that. Here's the wedge I have going sideways. And isn't it amazing how it just bounces around inside of here? You would think I could actually predict the future, and I cannot because I never thought I would find a lovely woman like the wife I found. If I predicted the future, I would have found her sooner. She just said kiss up. All right, let's keep this rolling here. HEX with the EMAs, guys. This is HEX just like the other ones. Now you'll see. Let's start with the 1 day. I'm going to start out and work our way in. HEX with the EMA exponential moving average. Hardcore bearish as far as is concerned on a daily view. If we jump down to the 4-hour view, it continues to be a hardcore bearish situation. And then we jump down to the 2-hour view. I bet you 2-hour view is about to approach good times, but it is not there. HEX is still bearish when it comes down to the exponential moving average. You want to keep that in mind. All right, let's jump to the next one here. With the market cipher chart, that's on the 2-hour chart. We damn sight ain't looking at that. With the market cipher chart, you do see on the 4-hour there is on March 15th, they said there may have been some manipulation in the market, and there was a bearish continuation here, and then a quick upshoot. So it looks, but we do not have a reversal or previous trend, which is this triangle here. But the fear and greed indicator is looking good for HEX. Now, I guarantee if we put this on a 2-hour chart, I bet you there is, there is 2-hour chart with a previous trend change. So, yes, I consider HEX is looking very delicious right now. Absolutely tasty. But you got to remember, it's on a 2-hour chart, so keep that in mind, guys. 2-hour charts, they're very volatile. They're the least reliable, but it's very reliable if you're shorting the market, which I don't do because I can't stick with the plan. I always mess up. All right, this is with the Ichimoku chart here, which is a very basic chart to follow. Remember, this predicts, the MACD predicts it lags behind the market, whereas the Ichimoku chart predicts 4 days out on a market, on a 4-hour chart. And as you can see, it is predicted green right here. So awesome, it got that right. And we definitely made a green move. So I'm starting to really like this Ichimoku, guys, slowly but surely. Got to be careful with it. You need to have more technical analysis knowledge before just using this, but it does flow. Every time I show you guys this and I pull it back, it's pretty head on. So I'm actually predicting it to go up. And now this part here where it says red, I'm not sure about that one. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Okay, let's go to Hedron, guys. That's enough about Hex. Hedron, I got this right. I don't know if you guys remember from my previous video. You can go back and look at it. But you say, son of a gun, he did get it right. This right here, I drew. I said that I might be buying some Hedron, which I changed my mind because I forgot about the multiplier involved with the airdrop they did. And when I went to buy it just individually, I was like, yeah, screw. I'll chill. I'll just wait for the multiplier to kick in. But regardless, the Fibonacci hit this nail right on the head, 61.8, and boom, bounced off of it, went back up. Beautiful. You got to trust your Fibonacci retracement, guys. It just works. I don't understand why it works so well, but it does work. It just did it. So basically the way Fibonacci retracement works, if you don't know, is you take the 100% from the high point, you drag it down. No, I'm sorry. If you're going from the bottom up, that 100% needs to go on the bottom. And that's when you want to know when to buy into it. And you buy in at the 61.8, you should be good. But if the market's going down, you go the opposite way. And the 50% mark is where if it bounces off of it, headed downward, then you know that the market could be shorted or sold. All right, so yeah, but that was beautiful how that hit there, guys. Just to prove that I know a little something. Not a lot, but I know a little bit. All right. Hedron has a change right here, reversal for previous trend, and that's on the 2-hour chart. I will recognize this with the 2-hour chart because this is still relatively brand new. This only goes back to like February 25th. So, yeah, Hedron's about to go back. I gotta check out Hedron out because I got a nice chunk of it, and I even brought some when it was down. So the other day, not yesterday, but the other day. So kind of excited about that one. And you see right here, we're going green with the market cipher chart. Yes, Hedron's going to be moving up, guys, a little bit. And we've entered into the greedy side of things, or the fear and greed indicator. All right, if you look at ERGO here, do not sleep on ERGO. I talked about this the other day. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Just remember, this is Charles Hoskison's favorite project, guys. Do not sleep on ERGO. It is slightly above the 200 moving day average, so you might be able to get it cheaper. But do not sleep on it. That's like, who else? Vitalik saying, no, I created Ethereum, but such and such is my favorite project. You'd be like, what? What is your favorite project? What is it going for? So do not sleep on ERGO, or you guys may be disappointed. And I'm just going to dollar cost average, and I'm just going to take little tidbits, but I'm going to actively take more tidbits of them. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right, I'm not going to worry about this because their chart looks like crap. Actually, from the video I did the other day, let me stretch this out. Who cares? Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I was like, what? What is it doing? Here, let me stretch this out. So from the video I did just the other day, it's actually up from where it was a little bit, just a hair. But it's about the same, actually. But, yeah, I might buy some extra today while I have time. All right, here we go. Next thing, Cardano. You guys know I love Cardano. I'll always be faithful to Cardano. Charles Hoskinson is my hero. Now, here we go, guys. The MACD has it moving into a bullish territory. Frame mind under the 4-hour chart. The moving average for Cardano, but the 4-hour chart is finally starting to do something positive. You see that the 20-day, which is purple, about to swing over to 50-day, which is green. That is a good thing. But the moving averages still look horrible for them. Now, they are up a little bit. They dropped down to 78 cents yesterday. They're up 3 cents. So, and anybody brought that just to take a look and to sell it for quick profit. It's awesome. You're good. Let's see. Let's jump over here. Okay. I messed my charts up on Cardano somehow. Oh, no, I didn't. Hold on one second, guys. This is Hedron. And we don't need this one. Okay. All right, we jump over here. Oh, Voyager app. By the way, guys, every day I make a purchase with Voyager app every single day. And what I do is I dollar cost average. So every day I make a purchase. It was 20, now it's 15. And over the course of 365 days, you take You take the total amount that I purchased and you divide it, whatever, and boom, magic. And you know exact, and you'll get an overall average price of the like you can't dollar cost average and pick and choose. It's got to be an average purchase on the same date, roughly the same time every day. And I've been using Voyager app. I've been very happy with this product. Somebody left a question about a different one. I didn't know anything about it, but I do trust staking. Now, Voyager app doesn't really offer staking. They just kind of invest it for you, which it still offers the same amount of interest, so it's not a bad thing. But I really do like Voyager app. I just wanted to put that in you guys' ears when it comes to the daily, what do they call it? They don't call it dollar cost averaging, but it's just reoccurring purchases. With the reoccurring purchases, I suggest using Voyager app. Now, why am I putting this on here? If you haven't checked out Voyager app yet, please check it out. If you do check it out, use my link. I want to get a better camera, so I want to make my channel look more professional. We got like 1,030 subscribers. It's time for us to start growing and look better. You know what I mean? But anyway, check out Voyager app. Let me know what you think. And use the link provided below if you wouldn't mind. All right, let's keep it rolling. AADA, they're in the middle of a downtrend right now. They've been in the middle of a downtrend since like last September when the smart contracts came out. But we all know how that's going to end, and it's going to end with us all driving Lambos if you're an early adopter like me. The support line, they have a super strong support line right now, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's go ahead and make this support line exactly where it needs to be. It's just at 78 cents right now, and it's slightly on the overbought side of things, but not really enough worth mentioning down there. And we'll jump over to the next one. Now, if we look at Cardano with the exponential moving average here, Cardano is with the 4-hour chart is saying that they're neutral from overbought, oversold. They may be going up, they may go down. That's how I read this when it's in the middle. Now we look at the 2-hour chart. It is saying, we're starting to peak over. You might want to start paying attention. But remember, that's just a 2-hour chart. I'm not the biggest fan because if you jump to the 1-day chart, it says, well, we're still very bearish as far as daily goes. So we'll keep an eye on this 4-hour chart because you know I love Cardano, but it's actually showing some positive life. This may be your chance to buy it at the cheapest point forever. You never know, guys. This one's here to stay. There's over 500 projects being built for Cardano, waiting to be released in June. That is April, May, 3 months from now. There's 500 products being built on this one. 500. And you guys thought Solana was big. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. And it ain't going to drop like Solana. All right, we're going to look at Cardano with the market cipher chart here. You'll see change from previous. How do you word this? I always got to peek over here. I say reversal from previous change is this little purplish bluish diamond here, and that is on a 4-hour chart. So it was on a downward. Yeah, Cardano, according to the market cipher chart, Cardano is looking good. It's about to start going up, guys. So if you have not brought some yet, but thinking about it, this may be your opportunity. Fear and greed has it on the greedy side of things. So I'm not even going to dig into this. I'm going to say Cardano's a buy right now. Buy, buy, buy. All right. We went over the support line thingy, and we went over this. I don't know why that's in there again. And we went over this. Okay, so let's talk about MuesliSwap real quick. Every day I stop to look at MuesliSwap because the majority of the tokens are not listed on things like Crypto Bubbles, Coin Paprika, Nomics. It's kind of annoying, but they're not there yet. So I just look on here to see what's going on with Cardano. And the one that caught my eye today was AADA. AADA. They're 27% down. So what I do is I go up here. I see if they're real. What do they have to offer? First lending protocol powered by Cardano. Everybody's loving these lending protocols these days. I'm buying some more. It's 27% down today. Now, why does it excite me with this lending protocols? Because it allows investors to circumvent taxation, at least in the U.S., because you're not selling, you're using, so say I'm gonna use dollars. No, I use Cardano. I want to buy something that I need 1,000 of my Cardanos for. I can, instead of having to claim it, convert it, and pay taxes on it, I can say I will stake it here. I'll stake X here for Z there. And then once I pay back Z, you'll give me back my X. But it was never, it's not a taxable event because I staked it. And they gave me like US dollars or UST, a stable coin for it, or their version of a stable coin, etc. It's a win-win scenario. I'm seeing it everywhere, and I actually like the idea. HEX liquid loans, Hedron with Pulse is going to be big. This is where everybody's going to go with this, and then they'll make new rules like they always do. I love the government. All right, let's keep it rolling here. MuesliSwap. I finally, guys, made a farm. I finally farmed. And, of course, while I'm farming, this part you'll enjoy, apparently their data is not showing up properly. Farm data is being resynced right now. Your funds are safe. So, basically, I was like, yo, where's my shiznit stuff? You know what I mean? I was upset. I was like, I got some Pavia. I did the AADA Min coin and the AADA Pavia because of the metaverse thing. And I was like, where's it at? And I went on Twitter, got an answer right away from somebody, which was awesome. If you're not on Twitter, you should be. And they explained that it's safe. They have some issues, blah, 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 but everything's safe as they worded it. So I'm in the game, guys. I wanted to show it to you today, but oh well. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. You have any questions, concerns, comments, anything positive, please leave it in the comment field. It helps me out so much. Join the Telegram group so we can start talking and chatting back and forth like everybody else does. I want to join the king. I want to join the club, guys. I feel like I'm left out. And make sure you hit that like button. Always hit the like button. First thing you do, please hit that like button for me. That's the biggest tip you can give me. And until next time, just be happy and be blessed and be happy with what you have, guys. You could be in Ukraine right now, carrying bags down the road with your kids in your arms, dropping them off, and then going back to war to fight, because that's what I would be doing. All right? All right, guys. Peace out.